Hello everyone, today's debate is about the Olympics. The question is, which is better, the Summer or the Winter Olympics? In my opinion, the Summer Olympics are better because there is less chance of frostbite, slipping on ice, and being cold. Some Winter Olympic sports could be much more dangerous than you think, starting with ski aerials. According to Desert News, ski aerials see skiers launch themselves 50 feet into the air, flipping and twisting before attempting to land on their feet. The sport's governing body has set a ceiling of 3 flips per flight, fearing that aiming for more would result in serious injuries or deaths. This isn't just ski aerials. Injuries occur with lots of other winter sports too, like bobsledding and luge. Injuries caused by bobsledding are muscle strains, muscle spasms, disc herniations, vertebral body compression, and avulsion fractures. Injuries that occur with luge are concussions and fractures. 10,500 people participate in the Winter Olympics. That's why the Summer Olympics are better and safer. But some sports could be dangerous in the Summer Olympics too. First of all, the Summer Olympics could cause heat stroke and dehydration. According to NIH.gov, 2 important causes of sudden death during endurance races are arrhythmic death and heat stroke. 11,500 people participate in the Summer Olympics. About 1,670 deaths happen each year, and half of those are in the Summer Olympics. There are 40 sports in each of the Olympics. According to the Boston Globe, the 2018 Winter Olympics are underway in Pyeongchang, South Korea. But the contest we want to see is Winter Games against Summer Games. Both are highly watched extravaganzas, but only one can stand atop the podium. Evergreen states the Olympics take place every 2 years, alternating between the summer and the winter. Due to the seasons, the 2 Olympic Games vary greatly in events, scope, and audience. Which one is better? The events are obviously very different. In my opinion, the Summer Olympic sports hold a wider range of differences from one another than the winter events. Winter events are typically built upon one action with slight differences, such as snowboarding and making the Winter Games blend after a while. Furthermore, far more people can relate to the games presented in the summer sports than they could in the winter. Personally, the only reason why I would watch the Winter Olympics is because I am curious about a specific sport, but I never care too much about the results because I do not get nearly as excited for the Winter Games as I do for the Summer Games. I am sure people relate to that, as most people have more experience with the Summer Games than they do in the winter. They are fans of the sport all year round rather than once every 4 years when the Olympics come around. The Summer Games can be held in a wider variety of climates, making the Olympians more used to adversity within their sport, as they do not rely on the climate to have a successful performance. However, the Winter Olympics are limited to the Northern Hemisphere, where there is constantly enough snow, making people living in the Southern Hemisphere less likely to ever attend Winter Olympics in person. Due to this weather, the Summer Olympics are more inclusive. Technically, citizens within the Southern Hemisphere are not excluded from the Winter Olympics, but due to the nature of the games and climate needed, it is less likely for those born and raised in the Southern Hemisphere to participate or succeed in the Winter Olympics. The Summer Olympics are more objective. The scoring is based more around a stopwatch, finish line, or scoreboard, as opposed to a group of judges completely making decisions like most of the Winter Olympic events. The majority of the summer games are all based on an athlete's own ability. However, in the Winter Olympics, competitors can blame a cracked board or equipment failures rather than admitting their defeat. Overall, the Summer Olympics are just more entertaining in general because of the personalities of competitors being more visible and the constant upmanship through the games. The Summer Olympics are always a good watch whether someone cares about the events or not. J.P. Century states, "There is no doubt that the Summer Olympics are more favored and watched over the winter. Even though everyone has a preference on which Olympics are better, there are a lot of factors that make the Summer Olympics much better. The Summer Olympics are much more inclusive than the winter. It does not require a certain climate to compete in, while Winter Olympics have to be held in cold climates. The Summer Games can be held almost anywhere. Not all countries have the climate that allows athletes to adequately train or compete in. The Summer Olympics have such a variety in who wins the summer sports, which also contributes to making it more interesting to watch. Most of the time, countries with colder temperatures are able to come away with the win, and athletes located in the southern hemisphere are not able to be included in the games. Many high schools across the country have sports which also contributes to making it more interesting to watch. Most of the time, countries with colder temperatures are able to come away with the win, and athletes located in the southern hemisphere are not able to be included in the games. Many high schools across the country have sports that are competed in the Summer Olympics, which makes it more relatable for viewers. There is a wide variation in the Summer Olympics, so it is able to suit any preferences.